and God helps you, as the baby, you are winning the baby, you get another pregnancy. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome to the month of March and Mathematics Life. Happy new month and
Happy
all of
New
that.
Month.
And
Welcome to
incidentally,
March.
this month is Coach Mide's month.
The month of March. The month
Yes,
Coach Mide's
Coach
month.
Mide's month.
Thank you.
March, Mide. Wow, that's
Osho.
good. Mide's March.
Nice one. Sounds nice.
You get it.
Osho.
So my name is Adela Okuneye, Coach D, and of course,
Olumide
Coach Mide is in the
Okuneye,
house.
Coach Mide. Coach Mide.
Yes, and we are glad that you are joining us today.
Thank you so much for joining us. And this month we are going to be talking about something that is very, very dear to our heart. And as it concerns marriage. Now, this topic is what you really find people talking about, but that's one of the major issues we have. Especially all around. People really want to talk about it, yet it is very important, very key, and affect a lot of homes like that. So, we're going to be talking about sex this month. And don't be afraid, we'll be talking about sexual concerns, especially for the married people. No,
Yeah.
married people.
Of course.
Sexual concerns for the married, maybe just married. And that's what we'll be talking about. We have realized over time.
There could also be concerns that single people about to get married might be having.
Oh yes.
Concerning sex as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. We of course we have a separate session for you. If you are single and then you are wondering what will sex life look like, you need counsel. You need light. You need light. So we will be able to share that with you in separate session.
Yeah.
But for this time, we'd like to talk to our married people.
Okay.
And then we'd like to raise some of the concerns, especially for those who just got married, newly wedded, and
like 5 years
as
below,
it centers around the issue of sex.
Yeah.
So the first one we'll be talking about, we're looking at, is the issue of getting married and the sexual life after, getting pregnant immediately after getting married. I hope I didn't mix it. Did you get what I just said? You got married and you got pregnant immediately, and now it's your sexual life.
Yeah, that's on one side. Or you got married and you are yet to get pregnant, and then navigating the expectations around, especially for in-laws and societal expectations. So it's like newly married and sex with or without pregnancy.
There are some people that what they carry is heavy. Like
the grace is so much.
People with heavy grace is the night of the
Wedding
marriage.
Night.
Now, let us make this known, and I'm sure you know, in Mathematics Consult, we believe what the scripture recommends. Sex comes after marriage.
Yeah.
After you have paid the dowry, you have people have witnessed, whatever, and then you are married before man, before God, and that is when sex can come in. Why the world are talking about sexual compatibility and saying let's believe that is a lie of the devil. And we believe that in marriage, yes, you can learn to be compatible. However, we have seen that on the night of the wedding, a lot of people get pregnant, and while sex may look like awesome for the next 1 month
before they discover
before they now discover, and then you begin to see maybe nausea, you begin to see tiredness, you begin to see this one and that one. And we have realized that a lot of families, if they don't manage this period very well, it leads to a lot of issues. I can tell you for real that a lot of guys have entered into masturbation or pornography, or for some who side chicks and all, just to relieve their attention, especially because the wife is always saying no now because she's pregnant. And I think it's quite a big issue that should be addressed.
Yeah. And do you know, Coach Mide, that this is it's almost like a circle or something that just cascades. Now, if a couple if the woman gets pregnant, let's say the night of the wedding, so after like a month, and maybe they are still trying to, especially if they got married as virgins, all of those things, so they are still trying to understand sex, trying to navigate themselves, so they have not started really enjoying it properly, and then before you say Jack Robins, you discover she's pregnant, and then the of course now there's now like a legal reason for saying I don't want to have sex, so that we won't spoil this pregnancy and all of that. Someone that's not even, they have not been enjoying the sex before, so the pregnancy now complicates it again, and then till she gets, maybe just have it once a while with lackluster
just to
to
help
fulfill
the
all
destiny of the
righteousness
man.
and all of that, and
Mm.
they now give birth. To say that, okay, let's say we now give birth, so let's now, that's now another
And
challenge. So
exactly.
you wait for maybe 40 days postpartum and all of that, you now start saying is the baby, is the baby. If you even want to try anything sex, baby is crying, so you do baby matter for another 9 months, and God helps you, as the baby, you are winning the baby, you get another pregnancy. So you can just imagine, maybe the first 5 6 years of the marriage is from that cycle to another, giving birth, doing all of those things, and there's not been a space for actually enjoying sex. And for a woman that doesn't even want to do or whatever, she finds a safe excuse and all of that. And so you just find out, even by the time you now say we have now finished, though we are ready, the guy or whoever might have lost interest, or might have, like coach was saying, might have resulted into other vices in order to satisfy himself. And so it's a very sad scenario that shouldn't really be happening. It can be
So
managed.
what that is now the point.
Yeah.
What is now the way forward?
Mm,
Can this be managed?
mm,
Can there be ways of making I would like to start by saying that please and please, this is where very good understanding comes in between both of you. Now, understanding that the woman who is doing, like this, she is not pretending.
yeah.
And of course, when there is pain and you are looking at pleasure,
Yeah.
many times women may not be able to mix them together. It's
Yeah.
just like I have pain. I don't. What is the point for the
Yeah.
pleasure? Is it for me? Is it
Yeah,
for
and it
you?
looks selfish of the man that
And
you
then
are
it looks
just
selfish
looking out to
for the
satisfy
man. There are
yourself.
men who have waited 9 months. There are men who have waited 7 months, 6 months, without sex, just because of maybe medical issues in the woman and all.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to start from the point of understanding. Understand the woman that she's not pretending. Understand she's not pretending. Now, also for the woman, I would like to plead with you that you should also understand the man that while he's looking at you and then he's just wondering what has happened to his life, he's also not pretending. The pressures are just different on both sides. For you,
Is
the
the pain.
pressures are the pain. For him, the pressures are another pain. There are pains and there are pains. So you need to understand. Now, in the place of understanding, then it is easier for the man to say, oh, I know you are in pain. Okay, no problem. And then he can just go off understanding. And then the woman, when not in pain, and you should not be in pain by the grace of God, God will keep you. No more pain, no pain. While your body adjusts to all that,
Yeah.
you also should be able to reach out and say, come, let me satisfy you. And
Or
then
let's satisfy
or
each
let's
other. I
satisfy each
think
other
that's
basically,
better.
not just so understanding is key. When you understand, you also will be able to understand that the sexual wiring of a man is different from the sexual wiring of a woman. I mean, a man who is in love with you should be able to have sex with you. Well, we have done a research and we've seen that at least 2 to 3 times every week. If you can do it every day, why not? If you can do it 4 times, 5 times, why not? But at least
Or you can do it 3 times.
3 times a day, why not?
Like
He
tablets.
does not read meter,
Ah.
and it's just for the joy. So if you can do all this, those are some of the understanding you need to know, that a man's wiring want to find this release, while a woman's wiring also want the comfort. So look forward to sex. Try as much as possible to take pressures off each other. And I'm saying understanding is very key.
Yeah, yeah. And also you need to get information. You need to get information. There's no point just relying on this is they say old wives tales about some of these things. So get information. Number one, if don't just assume that because you are pregnant, pregnancy itself is not a disease, of course.
It
So
is
don't
not.
just assume that this is what happens, this is all. Get proper information, medical information. Get yourself registered with a medical doctor and all of with the medical facility, so that they will do the necessary tests on you and know what you can do and what you cannot do. And so also get information as per safe things to do, during pregnancy, that can actually release sexual tensions, that by which both of you can still bond. You see, pregnancy doesn't mean you're suspending your life, really. Both of you can still bond through the process. And if you have followed us, some of our discussions on all this issue, or bought our books and all of that, you'll find out that there are other non-penetrative ways of sexual release from
And
both the,
enjoying each other.
yeah, that both parties will enjoy themselves without
Mm.
necessarily saying, okay, you are doing some hard trusting and all of those things. So you can, that's why I'm saying information can speak up, can learn of these things, so that it will not just be you are pausing your life uh perpetually, just wowsing through life and waiting till the time you deliver. It's people like that, as they are delivering, if you are not careful, they are getting pregnant again. So when do you want to now enjoy your life? You can enjoy your life even while still pregnant.
Please, you need to do that, and we would like you to also know that there are sexual styles that
Yeah.
can actually be used that will not hurt the baby. And let me
Mm.
tell you, no matter, apart from the early stage where it is advised that you
Yeah.
don't do serious,
Or if you have
I
peculiar
said if you have peculiar,
medical
yes.
conditions, which they will tell you maybe some things about your particular pregnancy. Some may you
So
might need to
except
stay
for the
off sex.
first that early time, you can actually have very good sex, enjoy yourself, try some styles, and then by the time you become very heavy, there are styles you want to do that will not put so much pressure
Yeah.
on your tummy, and then of course you still enjoy yourself. And then the man should also know you are not having sex with the woman you just got married to. You are having sex with a pregnant woman, and then you need to also put that in mind. But the truth is, both of you should enjoy each other thoroughly.
Yeah.
And then I think we should drop a point on the expectations of the family
Yes,
and
yes,
people. And
yes, of course. I think that one can even be another another video entirely, because that also we need to speak to both people who are married and then the families around them.
I
We
think we
can
should
take
talk
them,
about
yeah,
that,
next
okay,
week. Yeah.
next week when we
All
see.
right.
So, what are we saying? God created sex,
And God
and
created pregnancy, so the
God
two of them can cohabit.
God
God is not a
created the
matter
two
of
of them,
confusion.
and you should enjoy sex while you should also watch over the pregnancy. You should
Yeah.
now, and of course, maybe you should DM, and then we can
Yeah.
tell you some of the things you can do, even if you can not. If there are issues that you can't
Mm,
have penetrative sex, there are things you can do that will still
mm,
give
you
you the
will.
same pleasures.
All right. We hope to see you next week by
We
God's
will
grace.
continue
Yeah, we'll
on this
continue on this.
next
Make
week
it
by
a
the
date.
grace of God.
And bye bye.
Thank you. God bless you.